Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm talking about how to create your own Peloton bike at home. So how did we get here? This is actually a bit of a spontaneous purchase. Probably back in March, April of 2021. Michael and I were at Costco and they were selling these Inspire Fitness bikes. The bikes were in the middle toward the entrance. We came in, we looked at them, we're like, oh, okay, that's neat. Like, oh, that'd be a good addition to our home gym that we were making. And then we walked around the rest of the store, and when we made it around to the other side of the store, I was like, oh, I kind of want to look at the bike again. And the reason I was so interested in it is it was still winter in New England. I had been running for many months. I was just looking for a different type of exercise. I enjoy cycling. So long story short, I kept coming back to it. I ended up buying it, which was a whole process because it didn't fit in my car, the box, and we actually had to take each piece apart from out of the box, unscrew it all from each other to fit it in my car. The purpose of this video is to help you create your own hacked Peloton bike at home for cheaper. As many of you are aware, Pelotons come with a very hefty price tag, and I was looking for just a cheaper way to get that experience, which is how I came up with this idea and now this video. So there's only one actual thing you will need. Everything after that is optional. One thing you will need, it's not really negotiable, is the spin bike. I just mentioned we got ours at Costco. It was on sale, but you can really get them anywhere, both online and in person. Amazon has a number of alternatives ranging from $100, $150 upwards to the low thousands. You can also get them secondhand through Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, through a neighbor, someone you know who's looking to get rid of exercise equipment. You can also get them through sporting goods stores. There's many options, and there's many different price varieties that you can hit. Optional things. So the second item, optional, is the cadence sensor. So your cadence is also known as your RPMs or revolutions per minute. So the Peloton instructors typically give cues based on cadence and resistance. And the last two things are also very optional. Item number 2 is the Peloton app. So again, I'm talking about this video in terms of Peloton, but there are many other spinning apps out there you could choose to follow. So that's item number 3, is getting the app and follow along with the classes. And number 4, just a personal preference, a device to watch the classes on. You can of course just watch it on your phone, but I personally, if you're going to be watching like 30-minute classes, recommend something like a tablet or an old TV that you can just either hook up your device to, your laptop to, your phone, whatever it may be. Hello everyone and welcome to my basement for the spin bike part of the DIY Peloton video. So this is the spin bike that we have. It is the Inspire IC 1.5. So as I mentioned in the intro, we got this from Costco. It can be found directly from Inspire. I believe Amazon sells it. So the bike itself has an adjustable tablet or phone holder. I put my phone here just so you could see. But it's very wide and has a padded back so that you could put tablets, whatever you want on here. And this bike actually comes with the Inspire app, which when running on your phone will show you your cadence, your speed, your distance, your resistance. They have their own workouts as well. We have the curved handlebars here. They're padded, nice to hold on to. That's important because if they're not padded, which I have seen some online that are not, your hands will hurt. Most spin bikes have an adjustable handlebar section here, so I can turn this and raise this higher or lower. So this is your resistance knob. This is what makes it easier or harder to turn the pedals. Adjustable seat, both forward and back, up and down. Different from the Peloton, this pedals actually have just toe cages though you could very easily change those out for other pedals if you prefer to wear cleats. And then here we have the flywheel. The flywheel is the only actually quote-unquote wheel on the bike that turns. This is a magnetic resistance wheel, I believe, and it is a 31-pound flywheel. So the resistance knob here on the bike. One thing I want to say, anytime you're doing a non-Peloton spin bike and doing the Peloton classes, it's difficult to follow the resistance numbers because the resistance here on your bike is not identical to the Peloton. Few workarounds to this. Personally, I just went off cues that the instructors gave and then would rotate the knob based on the difficulty they were explaining. Like, I knew that my resistance, I believe, went up to 25. It's either 20 or 25, I can't remember. Whereas the Peloton goes up to 100. If they were saying 60 to 70 resistance, that basically means 60 to 70% of your bike resistance. So I would turn this wheel 60 to 70% of my full resistance, and very easy to do. This is my Garmin cadence sensor. It basically has a strap that rotates around itself. I'll show you guys where this goes. This basically just wraps around the arm of the pedal. So as you turn, it counts your cadence. Cadence is your revolutions per minute. So when this is here, how many times basically when you turn your feet, do your feet go in a full circle? Honestly, this is your best bet to following along with the Peloton classes, is the cadence. So I highly recommend you find some way to view your cadence, whether that be with a third-party sensor. I have the Garmin because I have a Garmin watch. I will link that video up here and also in the description. But they also sell Wahoo, WAHOO cadence sensors that are cheaper, and that's what a lot of folks online do as well. But as I mentioned, the Inspire bike does come with an app, and I can just view the cadence there and follow along. That really is your best bet to create a DIY Peloton and follow along with the classes, is to go by the cadence that the instructor says and then adjust your resistance as needed. I'm giving you guys all the great angles today. I just want you to still be able to see the bike. Another thing I chose to do, and this was solely just for me having knowledge of how far I biked within my Garmin app, because that's what I use, is, and it's gonna look a little weird, I got the Garmin speed sensor. Now the speed sensor is meant to go on the, I think it's the axle of a bike, so it basically is supposed to sit flat and then turn around in a circle. Well, when you have a spin bike, you don't have an axle, you can't do that. So Michael came up with this hacked solution for me, which is that we put the speed sensor on a flat surface by using basically what you would use to hang up a shelf. And then we hot glue gun that to the bike like this. So as the wheel was turning, this always stayed flat. So that brings me to the last part of the bike section, which is the wheel. So as I mentioned, we have what's called a flywheel. The weight of this wheel is also how you can get closer to a Peloton. Based on my online research, the Peloton flywheel weighs 38 pounds. This bike here weighs 31. So as you can see, it's 7 pounds lighter than the Peloton. So off the bat, I'm not going to be able to go to as high of a resistance, but that option is totally up to you. I tell you what, when I'm biking on this and this resistance is all the way up, I can't move my legs. So it's still very, very difficult. Alrighty friends, this is my DIY Peloton, costing only a quarter of the price. We've talked about the bike, let's talk about some of the other components now. The Peloton app itself in US dollars is $12.99 a month. Peloton does offer discounts for, I have to remember, I believe it's educators, first responders, healthcare personnel, any sort of like emergency personnel. I think there might be some more. It's all on their website. If you fall under one of those categories, you can get the Peloton membership, again in US dollars, for $9.99 a month. So what does this give you? It is not, like I originally thought, just cycling classes. When you become a Peloton app member, you have access to unlimited Peloton classes. They have, they have so many. Cycling, running, outdoor specific classes, they have strength classes, they have Pilates, bar, yoga, meditation, they have stretching, walking, tread and bike boot camps, cardio, they have warm-ups and cool downs, they have everything. So Peloton puts out multiple classes a day. You can do live classes, you can do on-demand classes, they have a giant library. All of this is at your fingertips when you sign up for the app, and you can view the app from anywhere that the app is downloadable, as well as any web browser. So you can do these from a computer, from a phone, from a tablet, even some smart TVs. You can download the Peloton app. It's all there for you. I mentioned before having a device to view the classes on. We have an old TV in our basement that has Google Chromecast on it. So we use that for watching Netflix while working out, watching YouTube videos, and also you can cast Peloton workouts to it. So that's a really nice bonus to the Peloton app, and also having that extra device. So again, to create your own Peloton bike at home, but for significantly cheaper, you'll just need a spin bike, and then you will have to sign up for the Peloton app and watch the classes and follow along yourself. And then if you want to be a bit more on the beat and following with the instructor, I definitely recommend a cadence sensor, and just for your own viewing pleasure, so you're not straining to look at your phone the whole time, I recommend either using an old tablet or a TV, or even just a larger phone, something to make the classes a little bit bigger when you're doing workouts. I hope you guys have found this video helpful, and I hope you are just as excited as me. I've been using this for many months and really enjoy it. So I find it's a great alternative to the Peloton bike, and really motivates me to work out and want to work out. And I also love the other classes that they have on the app. I follow along with the runs and the walks, and is actually encouraging me to stretch a lot more, because there's so many different stretching classes on there that really help me out. So I hope you guys enjoy this and have found this useful, and I will see you guys soon with another video. Bye!